Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining us here today on this love reading, the Wednesday love reading that we usually do, usually connected to twin flame or karmic or soulmate connections. Usually these connections are very important relationships. So in some cases, they are people that you have dealt with. Some of you may be expecting or hoping that your twin flame could enter your life, so it will be different for each person. We're going to do a quick one today, everyone, as I do have a lot that I'm trying to catch up on. So we're getting the message. Remember, it's a general message. It's for everyone. Just take what resonates and leave what does not. Also, just letting you know about the astrology that Venus, Mars, and the Sun, they're in a triple conjunction today in the sign of Capricorn. So very, very significant time for love and flirtation, new cycles, new people. Let's see, what is the Karma Dharma? What is the Karma Dharma coming through at this time? Today, the 7th of January of 2026. Let's see, what is the Karma Dharma? We've got the moon. So the moon does speak to secrets, fears, intuition, past connections, we could say as well, because the moon does rule the natural fourth house of Cancer, and Cancer does speak to the past, right? Possibly also past incarnations, which would point more to a twin flame or karmic, I would say. Let's see what's going on, what's coming through for love, dear Spirit. Please guide us. What is showing up for love? What is showing up for love? This is the Arcanum Tarot. If you're interested, Arcanum Tarot. Let's see what's coming through for love, as love is going to be more grounded, more mature, more committed. There's going to be more patience. It's about building, but also love relationships that do not work will be leaving, as the lovers are transiting through Capricorn. Capricorn is a Saturn ruled sign, where there's no stability, where there's no longevity. This could be something that is making way for something new. Remember, conjunctions, the meeting of Venus, Mars, and the Sun, it's a new cycle, a new beginning. Let's see what's going on. We'll be taking the handwritten love messages at the end of the reading, and some Lavera Sibilla and the Mystic Moon Oracles. We will not have time for personal love messages, so we're just taking the general messages. Let's see what's going on. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is a release. It is not having found those 10 cups that everyone is looking for where love is concerned. So someone is in transition, emotional transition. Is this an ending? Is this a past connection where she's looking for those 10 of cups? Obviously, what's missing is the 2 of cups. There's emotional release here, and we see the moon twice, and we've just recently, just a few days ago, had a full moon in Cancer. Cancer is emotional, it's sensitive, it's being open, it's connected to family. It's emotional security. Obviously here someone has not found their emotional security where they were. Could be a divine feminine that's moving on. Let's see the challenge. We've got the 3 of Swords. So maybe it's a third party situation that's coming to an end. She's heading for the 2 of Cups. She wants love that is equal. So the challenge was third parties. The challenge was a heartbreak, a disappointment. For some of you, this is what you've experienced. For others of you, this is what you're coming into, that you will be experiencing. 3 of Swords could be secret love affairs as well, if not the fact that there are third parties, and the third parties don't have to be another love connection. It could be others that are connected to this relationship that are not doing it right. They're not doing it a favor. Let's see where you're coming from. Knight of Pentacles, very slow, strategic. This is Virgo energy. Maybe sometimes even stuck, frozen energies. Knight of Pentacles is more about, looking to the future, gradually building, but needing to be certain, needing to be grounded. It is earth. This is a knight, not a king. So there could be perfectionism. It could be someone that works a lot, doesn't have time for love. And it's Virgo. Virgo rules the natural 6th house. That's in Virgo is where the South Node is. So where there's been no growth, someone is prepared to move on emotionally. Let's see. I mean, it's all about choices, isn't it? Sometimes someone may choose work, career above relationship. It all depends on who you are. Let's see. But the South Node also in Virgo says something that is toxic and has completed its cycle. It needs to be shed, released. What is crowning? We've got the 7 of Swords, so there's a little bit of sneakiness, theft, tact, secrecy. The fact that we've got 3 of Swords and a 7 of Swords does point to secret love affairs to me, secret love connections, or someone not being totally truthful. You could be dealing with someone that's in another connection, another commitment. Who knows? Why does the Thief come out? Why is the Thief crowning? Obviously, there's been disappointment because someone hasn't been totally truthful, not communicating well, not communicating openly. This could also say that you may not realize, you may not know, if you are in a third-party situation, that your person may be leaving a past connection, a committed past connection. That's probably why either you entered the picture, if you're the third person, or you've got someone else that's entered and they're the third person. Let's see what is the recent past. We've got the Magician. Now, we don't read reversals, so I get a little bit of trickery here. The Magician, of course, is communication. It's Mercury. Gemini, Virgo come through. Maybe it speaks to the alignment of the stars, that someone is ready now to emotionally check out because something maybe has been revealed and it's been disappointing. There's been trickery, there's been theft. Well, the theft could be someone that's just stealing away with your heart, right? Someone that was very tricky, someone that was not willing to be upfront and truthful about what's going on in their life, what they want, what situation they're in. Let's see what the outcome shows. And we've got the King of Swords. We've got a lot of swords. We've got a lot of air here, so it's got a lot to do with perception, secrecy. Lots of things may be revealed. Some things may be revealed that were very hidden. But, Seven of Swords is like the thief that gets caught out. King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. This could be someone that is an advisor. If someone is possibly going through separation or someone's looking for advice, professional advice, this could be a marriage counselor, this could be a friend, this could be a solicitor, but this could also be your person because we've got so many swords. Now, if this is your person, it could be someone that is checking out of a past connection. Why? Because the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, that's why I'm thinking it could be someone that has been disappointed, someone with the 3 of Swords, someone that's wanting to go through a breakup because what they wanted was the truth and all they got was trickery. Now, on another hand, King of Swords could also be someone that does not open up emotionally. They look at things through a logical standpoint. But also the King of Swords could also be someone that comes through your person who will be very revealing with their truths relative to a heartbreak, a disappointment that they've gone through, maybe legal issues that they're going through. This is someone that doesn't open up emotionally easily, so they're more, this could be someone that protects their heart because they've been hurt before. But this could also be someone that's clearing the air about the deception or the illusion. Maybe there's been illusion and not deception. Maybe this is someone that doesn't open up emotionally, not that they've actually lied, but they, sort of half lied, keeping under wraps what they've been going through. White lies, I want to say. Why do we have the Knight of Pentacles at the foundation? We've got the Justice card. Libra comes through very strongly. It's a very karmic card as well. To me, the Knight of Pentacles is someone that is very careful in their steps towards love, because what they want is equality, balance, fairness and justice. Someone is treading very carefully where relationships are concerned. Or maybe there is an imbalance if there are third parties here, because we've got a younger masculine, divine masculine, and an older. It could be the same person, but I do see Virgo very similar to Aquarius in the fact that they've got similar energies. Virgo is more about the logic, the left brain. Aquarius is Uranus, right? The right side of the brain, more the higher mind. But they do connect well. Okay, so even with the Justice card, we do get Libra, and Libra is relationships, it's fairness and justice, possible legalities. Why do we have the Justice card here on top of the Knight of Pentacles? We've got the Strength card, so someone holding back on their desires, someone waiting to see if there will be fairness, justice, or if this is a connection where there are third parties and someone has been really slow to move forward, maybe even not, freezing the relationship, and it's taken forever, because I see a lot of patience here. It could be that they're waiting to see the proof. So what is the proof? Someone's promised that they're in an imbalanced relationship, they're not happy, they're thinking of emotionally checking out, moving away, separating, but they haven't actually done it. It could be that someone's actually giving up on waiting. It's been so long, let's say. Promises gone astray. Who knows? But again, we've got Leo here as well. Leo, Libra, fire, air. Very quick energies. Libra is all about together. Leo is all about leadership. So we could be dealing with someone that at some point they have trouble. They're looking for a relationship. We're talking about this Knight of Pentacles. Looking for a relationship, but fearing, getting cold feet when they get closer. I don't know why. It's like someone chickening out, if I could use that term. Getting cold feet when they get close to coming into balance, reciprocating fairly and equally. Let's see, we do have Leo. Leo is strength, but I don't know if there is strength here. Leo is fixed fire, it's leadership, it's confidence, but it's on the Justice card, which Justice is Libra, and Libra is need for equal relationship. Now, it feels like someone has not taken leadership. I get Aquarius, Leo here. So fixed signs speak to fixation, fixation and stubbornness. Sometimes the strength card, which is Leo. Leo is generous, it's the heart. But sometimes Leo in the shadow side, in their shadow, on the shadow side of Leo, it's about being self-centered sometimes, being egotistical, only loving thyself, being flirtatious, being, but this is like someone holding on to the lion from within, not letting their desires overrule them, right? So someone trying to be safe and not sorry. So, and taking forever, I get. This is what I'm getting here. Why do we have the Eight of Cups? We've got the Five of Cups. So emotional loss, a sense of emotional loss. We've got the Three Cups that are spilled here and the Three of Swords. And the Knight of Wands. Scorpio, Sagittarius energies here. Okay, someone is in two minds about moving into a relationship. I feel that this is a make or break situation here. I truly get this. I feel that the divine feminine has been very patient, has been waiting, has been reciprocating and giving, but I feel that the divine masculine was not ready to give. The divine masculine had other issues that they were dealing with, and I feel that this has been, there have been cycles here. Now, let's not get stuck on the gender, right? The feminine and the masculine. The masculine is more about the action, right? More about the Marsy energy. The feminine is more reciprocating, more nurturing and more compassionate, right? And sometimes even giving too many chances, because here we've got the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups. There's disappointment here, and then the Three of Swords, and then the Knight of Wands, who is the player who doesn't want to settle. The Knight of Wands is someone that is driven, career driven, someone that is a free spirit. We've got Aquarius, Sagittarius here, someone that they're not certain about settling down. They don't know that they can offer a commitment unless, because the Knight of Wands could be someone that is at a physical distance, right? Someone needs to travel. What is the Magician about? The Ace of Pentacles, which is an opportunity in the recent past. Yeah, it's been like there's been an opportunity, but the energies were stuck again. Maybe there's been communication in the past. There was better communication, possibly. Maybe it was the alignment of the stars that gave an opportunity, but then the energies got stuck again. It's like Spirit is saying it's not the time yet. There's something that needs to be closed up. It's like a major karmic cycle. It's lessons that need to be overcome, integrated, and decisions being made. I'm going to get another one on the Five of Cups. And we've got the Emperor. The Emperor is someone that holds heavy responsibilities. The Emperor could also be a past relationship, someone that is very controlling, and it could be that the divine feminine is looking for someone that's going to provide her with security, with the emotional, physical security. But it feels like there have been disappointments here. Someone is showing up not like an emperor, more like someone that's very detached, wants to be free. Let's see, why do we have the Seven of Swords? We've got the Sun. So there will be clarity about some sneakiness, some theft. Someone's trying not to spill the beans here. Oh, and we've got the King of Cups. So we've got a few people here. What is trying to be withheld is someone's emotional sensitivities, someone's fears, psychological fears, and complexes. Now, King of Cups usually would be someone mature. We've got Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. If this is Scorpio, which logically it is, we've got Scorpio, Leo. Again, we're looking at fixed energy here. Unless there is a third party. I mean, many times, a relationship that needs to go before the new one can form. The Emperor, which is Aries, could be Capricorn, could be any sign, and the King of Swords. I do get Aquarius. Capricorn, Aquarius, they're quite similar. They're Saturn ruled. So I usually tend to, with the Emperor and the King of Swords, they would be quite similar in some ways. So I don't know if this King of Cups and this Knight of Pentacles is the same person. I mean, water and earth do go together. Here we've got air and fire. So they're more matched. Let's see what the possible outcome is. What are these truths? What is this conversation? What is this King of Swords about? We've got Temperance. So again, Sagittarius comes through. It's like there's an alchemy going on. This King of Swords wants to clear the air, bring in balance. But Archangel Michael is saying, be patient. There's something that's changing here. There's a necessity for patience, and someone needs to go through a period of healing. Two cards that speak to balance. We've got a Two of Wands, which could be a choice, which could be also a portal or an opportunity that opens here. We've got the Ace of Wands, which is another ace, and aces are all about opportunities. Ace of Wands, I desire this. This is someone that is showing what they want, right? I do get here that maybe there is physical distance between the two of you. Two of Wands, put them together, that's the Three of Wands. The Ace of Wands is the opportunity. It's like the light coming on. Maybe Spirit is saying, be patient. Lots of truths will come out, will be revealed as the full moon is playing out, right? There will be a lot of things that were hidden that will be revealed. It's like the energy cannot be contained. Someone cannot be patient anymore. They need to speak their truth. They need to clear the air. This could also say that there's an opportunity for a divorce settlement here. Someone really desires, really wants to come out of a past, possibly also a controlling relationship, one that was very disappointing. Someone that wants to go on that adventure. Let's take one more. So we see a path opening here. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, so it looks like someone wants to be free. Someone wants to be single. Someone needs to be independent before this opportunity can be taken. This is a very strong, passionate desire for connection or freedom or a meeting. Again, because we see this person waiting at the dock, waiting for their ships to come in, right? Waiting for clarity, for a clearing of the air. What is the moon about? What is this karma, dharma, and why do we have the moon? There's the Three of Wands. What you don't know is that possibly your ships are on the horizon. What you don't know is that someone is turning their back on a past situation, becoming more single and making space in their life, if this is what you're hoping for. And we've got the Ten of Wands, also closing up a very heavy cycle chapter in their life. We've got a lot of fire and a lot of air. We've got some earth and we've got some water. What's at the foundation? We've got more air. Eight of Swords. Someone thinking negatively, that they're stuck, that they're blocked in a family unit, a life chapter that's taking forever to come to an end, or stuck in a situation because of their responsibilities. We see a child here. We've got the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, that's the family card, and the Ten of Cups. Feels like there is a sense of abundance. It's like the door is opening to abundance, to family, to something long-term. With the astrology and the way the astrology is playing out now in Capricorn, It's like, this is a promise, this is a commitment, or it's not. If someone is fearing taking that next step, becoming the warrior to find their bliss and their happiness, then it's like someone's shooting those arrows into the air. They're missing the target. You know what I mean? So it's like a testing moment right now, and this is what I'm getting. To me, I do see some proof here that someone is taking the action towards becoming free, becoming independent, and what they feel is a sense of, I want the right person. If I don't have the right person, I prefer to be in the Garden of Eden on my own. I can't stand independently on my own. That Nine of Pentacles it's like a minor arcana of the Empress, believe it or not. Let's see where the emotions are concerned. Concentrate on your person, the person you're hoping to manifest. What are they feeling? How do they feel about your situation? How do they feel about you? How are they feeling generally, where their psyche and their emotions are concerned? They want communication. They feel as though you're telepathically connecting. But what's bothering them, what's sort of blocking them, is a karmic partnership. It's like the Eight of Wands, they're blocked by a karmic partnership that needs healing, that needs to be released, or that they're going through some release. This is what their higher self is also telling them, that this was a testing moment, a time that they had to integrate some lessons, some experiences, but they're looking for healing. They're looking for someone who may be devoted. You may have been dealing with someone that was in another partnership where there was infidelity because of the devotion. There was no devotion, there was no loyalty. You might tell me now, but in third-party situations, there's theft, there's sneakiness, there's people are not loyal and they're not devoted. But I'm going to say also that life happens, and usually when there is no balance and when there is no equal connection and there's control, people stay in relationships for reasons that are above their ability to be able to get free, whether it's financial, whether it's responsibilities for children, whatever it is. And that's what I've grown to understand through my life, because when I was younger and I worked in a solicitor's office, and I remember reading something about adultery, and I would say, oh my God, I mean, why do people do that? And then through this channel, and I've spoken with many, many people, obviously, so I've heard of many experiences, I now can understand. There's always a reason, and the reason is not the infidelity. The reason is that the relationship was on the rocks, and that's where through the cracks, third parties do enter. So that could be something that's going on, but your person is devoted, I would say. It's just that they've got this issue with a karmic partnership here. Let's look at your emotions, your psyche. You feel like this is your twin flame. You do telepathically connect with them when you sleep. You want this relationship full on. You are very passionate. Yes, you're ready to press on the accelerator. You want this. You feel very strong about this connection, and you may be waiting on forgiveness, or you may be asking for forgiveness, or you may be feeling that your person may be ready to maybe they're seeking forgiveness from you. What I see here is, if you have been dealing with a third party, I mean, if you're in another commitment, maybe it's you, and you've been dealing with someone that may be asking for forgiveness, a past partnership. It was shadow work that you were doing with a past connection. And you probably feel as though Some of you may be feeling as though you need to be patient because the person you're hoping to manifest, is working through their shadow work, unless there's a mirroring effect where you're both dealing through a lot of hardships here. The general energy is grief coming from the divine feminine. Divine timing is at play. Divine timing and the wheel of fate is forever turning. So if you've had it hard, then you can expect good news. If you've had it easy, you wouldn't be here. So for me, that is Jupiter in Cancer, who is exalted, who is still yet to give a lot of gifts to many people. Let's see with the La Vera Sibilla, what is the potential here for love? Constanza, happiness, long-term happiness, or needing to be patient. Something never ending for me is the Ten of Cups. But the Ten of Cups could also be someone that finds a lot of bliss and a lot of happiness, and they want reunion with someone that maybe is in another connection. Could be, or it's just that this is what's on the card. There's a reunion and it's going to bring a lot of happiness, because some of you may be finding out that someone is now free. And we've got the Militare. So we're not out of the woods yet, my dear friends. The Ten of Swords is here. The Militare is Capricorn. And I do get the energies here that where things seem really good, then there's a bit of a challenge here. Militare is someone that's in great secrecy. Someone that does not open up easily about the suffering that they're going through. They're sworn to secrecy, let's say. Why? Maybe because they've been hidden. They've been hurt before. That's why they're very Seven of Swords energy. See that? But the King of Cups has turned his back on the Seven of Swords. So if there's been a lack of emotional intimacy, there is an opportunity that even though it may be hard, because the Ten of Swords turns into the Ace, which is the King of Swords. Let's take one more, and we've got the Domestico. There are trust issues because there are third parties. There's also jealousy here, because the Domestico would be a partnership, a commitment that is still around energetically. So maybe there are trust issues that are blocking this reunion. Eight of Wands. Again, also physical distance, which doesn't make it easy at all. But we've got the L'Amante. Here is the offer of love. The Knight of Cups. After an ending, the Morte. Morte is, of course, the Five of Swords, and it's the Death card. Scorpio energy. Competition. Jealousy. Eight of Swords. There is a lot of jealousy that's coming through, my dear friends. Let's see what the blockages are. I'm taking the same deck that I took yesterday, Singles and Relationship Oracle deck. Let's see what the blockages are where love is concerned, because I still see some issues. There will be some hardships coming up to the 10th of the month, the next few days. We've got a little bit of a push and pull with the astrology. We've talked about that. You can join us on Patreon on the full moon in Cancer. That is up on Patreon. Check that out. If you're not a patron, do consider joining as we talk about the astrology. It's the energies that play out in our lives. So let's see. What are the blockages? Being guarded. You are lonely because you're so aloof. Trust others and let them into your heart. See, that would be the King of Swords. They are lonely. See, they may also be in a good financial position, and they keep waiting on their ships to come in, but they're not coming in because they're not opening the door. They're very guarded. Playing games. You don't need to play games to keep the right one interested in you. So these are mind games, you see. The air energy comes through very strongly here. And confusion. You don't know what you want, so you need clarity before you get involved. So this King of Swords, the positive would be that they're coming in to clear the air. What's at the bottom? Age issues. You feel too old or young to date or have issues with your partner's age. So there may be a big age difference here. for some of you, okay? Because we do have a Knight of Cups here. We've got Knights, we've got Kings, we've got Emperors. Yeah, it could be like a 7-year age gap or something like that. That's the case, I feel here, unless it's different for some of you or one of you out there, that the age difference is a big age difference. That may be an issue for some. Let's take some messages of love. Let's get into your person's head. What are they feeling about you? How do they feel about you? I have loved you from the moment I met you, but the problems in my life don't allow me to follow my heart right now. It won't be fair on you either. You were too overbearing. I felt suffocated, insecurities, and jealousy. I want you with me. I want you to be mine. I can't live without you. I've had enough. You're blocked. This feels quite heavy here. I want you like crazy. You are so sexy. So for some of you, you could be figuring out that this is only an intimate relationship. Your person only wants you for the intimate relationship, not for a long-standing, committed relationship and partnership, because we see a lot of fire here. Okay? Your love touched my soul. Either that or someone cannot hold back anymore. We've got the Ace, we've got the 2, and we've got the 3. It's like a restart. 1, 2, 3. January, February, March could be significant months. You are the love of my life. I'm moving on. I'm healing now, leaving the past. You left me in the dark, stuck on you. And I want to marry you. I want to share my life with you. There's the commitment, everyone. So for some of you, there is a commitment and a promise for a long-term relationship. It's very expected with the Capricorn, Venus, Sun conjunction. We've had a Venus star point only yesterday. So Venus in the heart of the Sun. The Sun speaks to confidence, clarity, healing, what else? Reconciliation. I mean, Venus, the goddess of love, right? And values and self-worth. She's gone through a death process. She's died and she's been rebirthed, but in the sign of Capricorn. So she wants commitment. She will not sit for anything less than that. The Sun could be someone that's looking only for fun for some of you, right? Because the Sun can speak to also reconciliation. That could be what's on this King of Cups' mind. But I don't know, there are some tactics here. There's something going on here. What's at the bottom? Please forget me, it was a mistake. Another 9. We've got a few 9s. We've got 999. Pay attention to repeating numbers. It is significant. They could be saying something. 9 is also, we've got the 9 of Pentacles here. 9 is an ending, but 9 is also, it's the ending of a cycle, but it's also, coming to the end of any hardships. It's a number of abundance. It's a number of self-worth and gratitude and feeling proud, right? 9. Okay, maybe the 9th of January is going to be an important date, so pay attention. Maybe in a couple of days, that may be significant, or 9 days from when you receive this message, okay? So we'll leave it there. I've got to run, my darlings. Thank you so much for your love, your support, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. We'll be back with more next week as I'm working on the Patreon individual love readings. Okay, so thank you so much. Follow us on TikTok. We're on TikTok as well. And on Instagram, my dear friends, on social media, right? So Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube keeps my day full. So love and light, and we'll be back with more. Talk to you soon, and I'm wishing you well.